Hi everyone. Okay, so I just thought I'd run you through one of the tasks I've got to do today. So last week I had a client come in with this lovely Giant Trinity. He's an Ironman athlete. One of the things he came in for is saying that gets passed quite often whilst out on the route racing. So I had a look at him on the bike and we worked out that because of the nature of this being the triathlon version, I believe, of the bike, it has this quite high stem. It's about a 30mm increase over the standard sort of road stem. So he was basically sitting on the bike, almost like a road bike position, creating, sort of a parachute. So road riders were coming past him while he was doing his triathlon. So one of the things to do today is to try and get him a little bit lower, or at least adjust the bike, and then I'm going to get him in later this week to see how the bike feels in the lower positions. So I'll try and make a video showing how this is all adjusted for those of you who've got one of these or want to know how. And this is what we're going to be converting it to, which is this one, which I believe is 30mm lower than the triathlon version. So basically that's going to come in here and give us some lower stack, get them a little bit lower down. One of the issues, of course, is we're not running, although this is the Giant base bar, this is the aero coach, which are really nice actually, TT bars. But they do come up high just because of all this stack here. So we've got the wedge here, and then the actual clamp to hold the TT bar on. And then, I don't know if you can see, there's some little spaces down here to elevate this off the base bar for it to work. So there's a lot of stack there before we've even started. So hopefully this 30mm drop will help a lot. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm doing whilst I'm doing it. Thanks a lot. So, I thought I would just show you what's going on here with the current setup besides the aero coach bars. So he's got a water bottle sort of zip tied on, cable tied on. So I've got to put that back on once I'm finished. And sort of the gel food pack. Some food still in it. Nice. Precision fuel. 30 grams of carbs. Looks nice. Right. Okay. I'll get some footage on this while I'm doing it if I can. Thanks, guys. Okay, so first thing to do is to remove this bottle cage from the bars. I can get access to the bolts. And it's also got the, if you can see, he's got an attachment for the water bottle carrier here, so we need to take that off too. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you every single little detail that I do here, but it is interesting. So that's the bottle cage, and that's also, that long bolt's also holding the part of the stem up. There's 4 bolts in total holding the stem on, including this one. So let's do the others. Now, I'm not going to undo them completely. I believe I have to lower the front end down here by one of these spaces. So what I do is lower this down here. We'll take one of these off. The rest will lower down, and that makes room for the stem to to come down. Actually, what I'll do is nice wear tools. Not sponsored, but they do a nice little ratchet. It's just great to get into little tight places like this. Need a 5 Allen key for the last bolt. And these are the bolts that actually hold the stem onto the fork. Obviously when you're reassembling, that's probably two of the most important bolts you need to tighten on. Out. So what I've done is removed all of these bolts here and these two here. And that comes off. I don't know if you can see the difference when I'm zoomed in. Triathlon version, road TT version. Just gently put this over to the side. Okay, I'll leave it there for now. Alright. Just changed to a 3mm bit now to take the space off the bottom. I've just seen it's actually missing a bolt here too, so at least we can put another bolt back in from the one that we won't need. So it's two of these little flush bolts, one on each side. And then I also need to remove one that holds the water bottle bracket on. And of course, this bit comes. There we go. That was a bit better. Alright. So what happens is this unit is the standard that you see. I've just taken it off from here. That actually stays on, and then you've got to drop at one of these, which is give or take your 30mm, and then that just basically comes down, clamps onto that, but by moving down one here, because otherwise if we left this here and then, as you can see, it wouldn't fit on. So it has to move one of these spaces down. That slots down, that slots on top, and then we're back in business. So it's not too big of a job to do it. Probably curse myself doing that. And so we're missing a bolt. Or a countersunk screw rather. And then that comes off like that. And I'll show you the front end. You're going to have to bear with me with this. And that's what it looks like in there. Looks like there might be some cable damage in there. Okay. Yeah, quite a nice little neat system actually. Okay. So get that back in place. Bear in mind I am a bike fitter, I'm not a videographer or YouTuber, but I thought this would be quite interesting for people to see how it all goes together. So that goes back on there, like that. And then actually need a third hand to do this so I don't drop everything. And make sure it's lined up. I'm not going to tighten them on too tight yet, just in case I need to maneuver a little bit of a few things around. Let's get there you go. And still not tightening in place, so maybe that would have helped. But anyway, that's that. And what's going to happen is that will sit back down into that, like that. I might just have to manipulate the cables a little bit just to get it nicely. And then the top one is going to come down into there. Like that. And then I will show you once it's done. Okay guys, so we're back in. I've got the stem on. I've got to torque up all the bolts and put the little brackets for the water bottle cage, but I thought I'd show you just quickly what that looks like. So as you can see, the bolts aren't down and torqued up rather. But that's what it looks like so far. I'll show you again once I've got those brackets on and I've torqued everything down. But that looks a lot nicer, just from an aesthetic point of view. Obviously, the position is more important, the overall bike position, but that does look nice and sleek. So I will do that and then show you the finished product. Okay guys, so that's it. All done, all torqued up. I say it does look pretty nice, being a little bit lower, less bulky. And I've put the clamp on for the water bottle put that back on. So yeah, each one of these spaces here is 25 mil, but I believe Giant says, if I remember correctly on their website, that gives you a 30 mil drop. So it's 25 here, probably plus 5 on this. I'm not going to put this back on yet, just because when my client comes in, we might want to just fiddle around with the position a little bit more. Then I'll have to take this off again. So left it off. This is what the spacer looks like. It's in there. Sorry about all the zooming in and out. That's that. And so yeah, that's done. Actually wasn't too bad of a job. Done a couple of them before. They're a little bit fiddly once you're changing the stem, just because you've got the internal brake cables pushing up and you've got to line up the holes and everything. But other than that, it's a pretty simple job. But anyway, I thought I would just show you how that works and how it looks afterwards. Pretty sweet bike, these. I think they're hugely underrated as a time trial triathlon bike. I believe the Great Peak Torque has just bought one. I've just watched his video a couple days ago or a week ago. Just bought another one of these and he gave it a really glowing review. I think it was the second one. The one thing I would definitely agree on is the brakes. Well, they something to be desired. It's still rim brake, but they stop you. They're a bit sticky. They could have improved, but they're nicely hidden away. Other than that, you don't really need brakes on a TT anyway, do you? But yeah, there's a nice sweet setup on it. I'll show you there. And yeah, highly recommend one of these. Yeah, if you've got one, drop us a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And of course, if you've got any questions regarding something like this, you know, changing the stem over or anything other bike fit related, if you want mechanical related as well, can do most things, but definitely bike fit related, any questions you've got, just drop us a comment below, and I'll do my best to help you out. I hope to produce a few more of these little videos and how-tos and, you know, showing different things we get up to in the Bike Fit studio. Sort of started this, quite a few of my clients have asked me to do this. I don't know if I actually wanted to get in front of the camera, to be honest, but we'll get there. But yeah, I'm more than happy to make some videos. Just let me know what you want to see, and I'll carry on coming up with little things bike fit related that you might be interested in. Okay, thanks a lot, and see you in the next one.